Well, it's that time again. Good evening, folks. Welcome back to Blue Ridge Silverhound. Glad to have you on for this Sunday evening. For those of you that are enjoying a 3-day weekend, enjoy the rest of it. I'm giving you an early edition, Sunday night edition of the Monday Market Report. As you all know, we had that big Heritage Auctions that wrapped up a short while ago, a few days ago, and we spent virtually probably most of the week taking a look at some of the top coins to sell from that auction. So, after doing some scouring, a little bit of research on the various other auction sites like eBay and Great Collections and the weekly David Lawrence auction, uh, I could seriously come up with a conclusion that Lincoln Cents are back in business. And what exactly do I mean by that? Well, through I would say the last 10 days on these various other auction sites that aren't heritage auctions, we've seen some pretty robust sales. So, and you know what? This is not only the certified coins, the stuff certified by PCGS or NGC, but there is also a few coins in the mix that sold that were raw. Now, these are coins, that have sold for more than $2,500. So, to give you an idea of what was out there that sold since, let's say, like November, there was a 1909S VDB that was raw that sold for over $2,500. There were a pair of 1914D, which are kind of like a BU state grade. The one that you see on screen before you is one of those, and we'll get to that in a second. There was even a 1913S that was sold on eBay by one of the bigger coin dealers, and there was also a 55 double die obverse that sold for quite a bit of money. Now, keep in mind, all these coins are raw, they're ungraded, and there is a little element of risk that comes with purchasing coins that are like this, especially when there is about probably 80% of the other material that has been graded in PCGS or NGC or even Annex graded slabs. You really have to use caution when you're purchasing coins like this. Okay, number one, you want to make sure that the photos are clear enough that you can make an educated buying decision. Okay, so let's take, for example, this 1914D, which sold, for a good deal of money. This one sold for $2,600. And you saw the obverse. Now, here's the reverse of the coin. As you can tell, the pictures were, I would say, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably a 7. The photos seem a little washed out. But this was a coin that was advertised on eBay as being found in a 200-year-old safe during demolition of an old pottery store. Okay, and this was in West Virginia. Usually I would say stay away from a coin like this, but you don't see coins of this ilk, especially at key dates such as the 14D, that come up raw at auction. It may just be that this person doesn't know how to submit coins through those third-party graders. I didn't take a very good look at his other auctions or previous auctions to see if that was the case, but I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Okay, the one thing that's really cool for this particular seller is that he offers a 30-day unconditional return. So that's the important component to this whole deal. If you're going to buy and purchase raw high-end coins, you want to ensure that the dealer or the merchant that you're buying this from certainly has that return policy, whether it's a 14-day, 30 days, 60 or 90. You want to make sure that that's available to you, because when you're shelling out $2, $3, $4, $5, $10,000, you want that extra added kind of security for your purchase. So, I've also enclosed a couple photos based off of the actual sale posting on eBay of the safe. As you can tell, it looks like just a regular generic safe image. I mean, it might be that safe that it came from. And you also have a picture of the pottery store that was being torn down at the time of the discovery of this nice little cache. And he did make mention that there wasn't much of value in this safe, other than some old coins that were, wheat cents, that sort of thing. So pretty neat find. Hopefully for the buyer and seller, it works out great and there's no other issues. So what I have next here that also sold on eBay was a nice little gem that you don't see that often in terms of like high-end coins. And it is a 1981S Lincoln Proof Cent. This one is a top pop graded coin, Proof 70 deep cameo. There are only 23 graded of this type, and this one sold for $2,777.58. A pretty neat coin that you don't see coins like this unless you are on Great Collections or maybe even Heritage or David Lawrence, because of the type of coin it is. But I'm glad to see eBay is starting to begin, they're starting to see some action from these high-end echelon type of coins. So this was another coin that did in fact sell for a good deal of money. So coming up next, we have another eBay coin. Again, this is a coin that you don't typically see on eBay that would sell and be clean and all that stuff. It's a 1943 steel set. This one is a top pop graded PCGS Mid-State 68. Again, it's a really pretty coin. The seller did a really good job imaging it for the listing. This one sold for $2,500. Phenomenal looking coin. And congrats to the buyer on that one. So, coming up next, we have a couple coins that did indeed sell through greatcollections.com as of tonight. So this was the weekly auction that ended tonight. Let's see, the first one of note is another Proof Lincoln set. It's a 1977S. This one was graded PCGS Proof 70 Deep Cameo. So the one thing I could say is a lot more of these Proof 70 post 1970 Lincoln sets, they're quite accessible if you wanted to get one. And this was a coin I would say 5 years ago would easily sell between $4,000 and $5,000. It just seems like the type of coin that I've seen, available during that time, and we've seen this price trend, starting to dip. That could be attributed to a few things, more pieces coming out in the market, more pieces being graded as 70. Furthermore, maybe it just might be that it's not quite the economy to buy high-end rarities such as this. But again, it just goes to show you that even these 1970s and 1980s proof coins are certainly worth quite a bit of money if they grade out at a perfect 70. So I was glad to see this one hammer in at what it did, which was $1,256.62. Pretty nice coin, and there you go. That's my most modern coin aside from that 81S from earlier in this video. So coming up next, we're going to wrap it up with a phenomenal looking 1951S Lincoln Cent. Now this is a tough grade to find, beyond Mid-State 67. So it was good to see that this one ended up grading PCGS Mid-State 67 plus, full red, CAC certified. Again, this is a top echelon, top of the population reports type of coin. This one sold through Great Collections this evening to the tune of $3,712.50. Truly remarkable. It's got nice satiny surfaces. It's a dream coin for any registry lover. So I could see why it sold for this kind of money. Again, it sold, on a dip. Okay, this would be a coin a few years ago that would sell in excess of $5,000 to $6,000. But right now is what I say is a time for really good bargains. So keep an eye on it out there for it. So that pretty much wraps up the Monday market report. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. 12 hours earlier on a Sunday night. Again, this is for the week ending January 20, and because again of the updates for the Heritage Fund sale that I did earlier in the week, I went back actually 10, 14 days on this video and looked at other auction sites like eBay and Great Collections and all that stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. As always, check me out on Facebook and Instagram. And, the best way to support my channel, as always, it doesn't change. Hit that like button. Love all the support. Subscribe, Blue Ridge Silverhound. And you guys keep hunting, keep searching. Enjoy this hobby, man. Take care. I'll see you on the next one.